Alright, so let's take a look at this guy. This just came in. Something I probably wouldn't have ordered. Have my misgivings about the brand, but for the price and the application, I don't think it'll be that big of a deal. Alright, there it is, the Osight SE. I didn't realize this was coming out. I don't really keep it updated with Osight stuff. I know they came out with the first one and they had some issues, at least from what I saw. I can't say that's fact. And they came out with the enclosed smaller one with the built-in battery and charger, and then the larger one, kind of the large window one. Wasn't really interested in having like a rechargeable battery on my gun. And I have my misgivings for Olight. I use Olight, no problems. I just think the fandom and the raving fanatics about the brand is a little much for me. I'm sure they're fine, just not for me. That's not really my place to get into. As far as optics, well, number one, I picked it for this one since it's the RMSC footprint. I got a rock mount. I've already pre-installed it. It's supposed to go on top of my snubby there. Is this for daily carry? Probably not, but I think it'll be, at the very least, a good training aid. I've found it on my Glocks and semi-autos as a great training aid for trigger controls, because you can see the how much you're disrupting the sights a lot more than iron sights when you're looking at a dot or seeing it as you pull the trigger. So why not do it with something with a 2-inch barrel or less? So I got this. This is an enclosed one. It supposedly fits the rock mount. As far as how this fits on there, I did pre-fit it yesterday. This is just the mount. It'll clamp onto those, and then the optic will land right here. And I'm pretty sure I got the right footprint. The reason I went with this one, other than some other like possibly cheaper to equivalent open sights, is I've had other sights, but when I got the EPS carry for my 43X, I fell in love. This is the my Glock 45 with the EPS, so the larger one. And you know, the enclosed isn't necessary, but it's very convenient. And for the price, honestly, 159, I think 150 on sale when they had it. Figure why not? And if something happens, if supposedly they have good lifetime warranty, and it being on a snubby, for right now at least, I don't have a reciprocating slide to bang it around. You just more likely have, you know, just snap back and all that. So figured if something does go wrong, it's not the end of the world, and supposedly they have a lifetime warranty, so they can fix it. But if it goes right, I'll be honest about it as far as how it runs. So let's see what we got in here as far as opening it up. There we go. I've heard the packaging's pretty good. Here's a how to sight in your red dot. Thank you for being part of the Osight family. Your support is the reason we are here. Well, yeah, because we pay you money. And I'm not part of your family, no offense, guys. This is kind of silly. Alright, so that's the nice packaging. So here's the sight. Compared to my EPS, similar window size, my EPS is a little larger. The walls on the left and right of it seem a little bit smaller. They're thinner rather, as well as the top. It's more rounded at the top. This one's a little more squared off. Deck height is about the same as far as from the base of the optic to the top. This is, I think, a 2 MOA. It also has a circle dot. I'm not interested in the circle dot. The adjustment screws look almost exactly the same. I wouldn't be surprised if these were made by the same people, you know, to be quite frank. So there's the mount. Boom. Fits well. So I'll just have to mount that in there and go and zero it one day, maybe today. Looks like they have a battery protective cover. Good things I would say to get if you're getting a red dot, and I'll make a video soon hopefully about my journey in the red dots, is torque screw, Loctite, Vibrotite, one or the other, and just witness mark your screws, your adjustment screws, and your screws to mount, also your battery tray. I've got mine witness mark there, on there. I have not done my adjustments just yet. But yeah, if you notice, one thing I didn't like about the Holosun is how small their adjustment things are. You got to use a special tool. I mean, you can use a small screwdriver, but these like take a little tool. Let me see if I have it around. So yeah, that's the hollow sun one, so it'll fit in that little notch for adjusting and taking the battery cover off. Looks like it's the same thing. So yeah, this will work too, so I can just carry this around. I saw, so this is the accessory pack. Like I said, well packaged, gotta give them that. I heard that they do pretty good with the so I mean, it's a little bit larger than the hollow sun one, but it's the exact same thing, other than they got a skull. I don't know why they chose, I don't know who the marketing guy is that decided to put a skull on it, or whatever that is, a ghost. They do give you additional battery spare screws, so that's nice. And here are all the different screws and sizes, different lengths, so that's really nice. And then here's some instructions and a whole booklet. So packaging's real nice, I do appreciate that. This is kind of cringy to me. So what I'll do is I will, you know, this is first impressions. Glass seems pretty clear. Not much parallax as far as I can tell. Obviously it's not on, so let's go ahead and pull this guy out. So let's unscrew the battery tray. I mean, as far as initial impressions, it feels good. I've told you guys the differences I'm seeing, at least compared to my larger EPS. So and another thing positive I noticed about this, it takes a 1620 size battery, which is the same as my EPS, so I can just get one style to cover both of them. And I'm sure it has auto off, and it's not going to stay mounted. I have to be careful with my finger. I sliced that today at work. No wonder. All right, let's see if this is a name brand or what this is. Panasonic. So positive side down. It's very snug as far as the battery tray compartment, so kudos to that. But like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if these weren't all made by the same people. So on mine, this is the EPS, not the MRS with the backup solar, and it doesn't have the multi-reticle system. I just have the dot. I'll play around with the circle dot. I had that before on my 508T, but there is the, that's with both. It's super bright, so let me turn it down to, yeah, so it's pretty clear to me. Obviously this is focusing on this, so you're not going to see a good representation of it, but good clear glass. I'll see how well it holds up. Like I said, I'm not impressed, but I'm pretty happy with how it came out. I heard good things about it, and I'll get this installed and put all that stuff on there and let you guys know how it goes. But let me know what you guys think. Have y'all tried the Osights? Now, if this was something that I'm going to be carrying with it on 24/7, that is, like this I'll carry without it. I have no problems carrying iron sights. It's just get off me type of weapon. But if it was going on something like this and staying on, I don't think I'd quite trust the Osight yet, but I have heard good things. I really can only go by, right now, personal experience. So, but yeah, there's the two side by side. Very similar. I gotta say, they do a lot better with the glue on the glass than hollow sun does. My first EPS carry, the smaller one, was horrible looking. It still worked, it just looked ugly. Very clean install. There you go. And if this works like the EPS and EPS carry, I think holding the negative minus should turn off the circle reticle. Oh, I gotta press a little harder. Yeah, so now it's just a dot. I don't know if that'll actually show up. It's not. So holding the minus will scroll between circle dot dot and probably circle only. And I'm sure there's ways of adjusting, there might be ways of adjusting the shake awake stuff. but I usually just keep the dot. I'll play around with the circle and stuff. It may be a little bit different with such a small, short-barreled weapon, but yeah, it's gonna go on like this. It's gonna mount to the side. I just got to get the hardware and stuff and put that in, and that's gonna be interesting. All right, guys, it's gone long enough. Let me know what you guys want to know about it, what y'all want me to try. Otherwise, there you go.